Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ArkLaTexHomepage.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces. This is your Monday morning forecast update. We will start to feel some of the impacts of Tropical Storm Nicholas today, mainly some cooler temperatures. We will have some rain out there, but it looks like the main impacts from Nicholas for us will come kind of Tuesday during the PM hours through at least Wednesday morning here. So we are going to get some rain from Nicholas here for the next 3 days, but you can see on satellite the thunderstorms really kind of blowing up this morning, which is why you're getting that dark red color. The winds are up to 60 miles per hour, but it is running out of real estate here as it eventually is going to approach and make landfall at some point this afternoon. Hurricane Center still has it as a tropical storm, but what will happen here, it is going to move to the north and then it takes this big slow turn, so that's why we're going to be dealing with the effects of Nicholas here for at least a few days in the ArkLaTex. So kind of what we're looking at, the heaviest rain will likely fall south of Interstate 20 in Texas and Louisiana. Right now it looks like some widespread totals, maybe 2 to 4 inches, and we could see some isolated spots, maybe 5, 6, 7 inches of rain. I will point out there is not a flash flood watch in effect here, so we should be able to handle that rainfall no problem. The heaviest rainfall Tuesday night into Wednesday morning here. The risk of any high winds, since this will be weakening into a tropical depression as it moves across the ArkLaTex, the high wind threat is very low, so we don't expect to see any widespread power outages or anything of that nature. But since we will be close to the center of the storm here, so to speak, we do have the threat of maybe seeing a few isolated tornadoes. It won't be a big issue for us, but sometimes these tropical systems can bring some brief spin-up tornadoes. You can see on satellite radar this morning, we're starting to pull in the cloud cover from some of the outer bands of Nicholas, and most of the rain still down along the coastline, but we do expect some of that rain to move into the ArkLaTex today. I think we may see around this morning, which FUTURECAST is showing, but I think the more steady or a widespread band of rain would likely be during the afternoon and evening. Either way, it's not going to be a lot of rain today, but it will be out there, so good idea just to take the umbrella with you. As we head into Tuesday, that's when we'll start to get that noticeable increase in the rain, especially Tuesday afternoon. You can see by 5 p.m. this would be basically the center of Nicholas kind of moving up and across the region here. So Tuesday night into Wednesday morning is when we'll see that heaviest rain threat south of I-20, and then we go through the day on Wednesday, we should begin to see improving conditions by the afternoon and evening here. Looking at the HRRR model for today, it shows a little more rainfall as opposed to the model I just showed you, so that's why we have that decent chance of seeing some rain this afternoon. Again, probably most widespread after the noon hour today, especially south of Interstate 20. And some of the other things that we'll talk about here, obviously the potential for the rainfall. This is kind of a feast or famine situation here. Is right now it looks like we could see 1 to 2 inches of rain through I-20, and then further to the south here where you see the red, that's where we're indicating maybe 6 inches of rainfall. But keep in mind, the track of Nicholas not set in stone yet, so it may move a little bit further north, maybe a little bit further to the south, and just depending on how far it moves, that's where we could see that heavier rain maybe get drawn further to the north. So just make sure you're checking back for updates. But right now, we do not anticipate any widespread flash flooding, and this is a look at the Weather Prediction Center. This is the map they put together this morning, showing maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain through Shreveport. Northern ArkLaTex, not much for you folks through I-30, including Texarkana, maybe up to about an inch of rain through the next 3 to 4 days or so, and then those 4 to 7 inch totals here south of Interstate 20. Temperature-wise, this will probably be the biggest impact today. Will be in the 60s and 70s early. Your highs this afternoon winding up in the mid-80s, so definitely the cloud cover helping out, keeping us in the 80s through Wednesday, mid-80s at that. I do have a little bit of a drying trend Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just a lingering pop-up shower here, so it will be a little bit warmer, and then maybe another front on the way late in the upcoming weekend.